Monster RX93.1 presents All Out, your daily morning pick-me-up. All out hits, all out celebrity interviews, all out sports and showbiz news. Your hosts, Rico Robles and Karla Aguas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live to provide you some quality Monster entertainment, and we got him live from his home, the one, the only, Derek Ramsay. What's up, Derek?
So we're on air now as well.
What's up, guys? What's up, everybody?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. We have him live from his home. Derek, thank you for taking time to join us. Karla Aguas, are you okay?
Just gushing, guys, on Facebook Live, facebook.com/RX931, about how much I hated Derek because of the movie No Other Woman. Like, I hated him. Like, I was trying my best not to scream, like, at the screen. I was like, you're so stupid! Why are you doing this to your wife? But at the same time, I was like, but it's Ann Curtis! I kind of get it!
Hey, but my wife was hot too. It was Christine. But hey,
no.
why are you angry at the guy?
Di ba?
I tried my best, right, to stay away. I was nailing the biggest project of my life for my family, for my wife, so that we can start a family. And here comes Miss Ann Curtis strutting her sexiness, and I'm like, okay, I'm staying away from that. That's bad news. But then she's the one, I'm going to give you a hall pass, right? Shut up and kiss me, but don't you dare fall in love with me.
Oh
right?
my God, yes, that line.
That's hard, right? How? What? Di ba?
Setting and everything. And again, it's Ann Curtis, so you're kind of just like,
Fine.
I hated both of you. Like, I was Team Christine Reyes the whole time. My favorite scene was the pool scene when they were throwing like lines at each other, like about the village and like bayan o swimsuit. And oh my God, that movie is iconic. So again, thank you for being on the show. Like, I'm so excited to have you here. Like,
Ita mo, memorable na memorable. Derek, yung part na yun.
there are just some movies
For Karla.
No Other Woman stuck with me.
Yeah, that was one of my proudest moments in my showbiz career. Yeah. Back in 2011, the Philippine cinema wasn't doing too well, and that brought it up again. That got people to go and support Filipino movies again. And right after that was Private Benjamin. With Vice, and nabuhay ulit yung Philippine cinema. So that was an accomplishment for me.
Hey man, thank you for taking time to join us. How are you in this ECQ? How you been doing?
I'm good. I mean, it's tough, ang hirap, but you just have to get through this. The government has extended this for a reason. It's still not safe to go out there. And go back to our normal ways, which I don't think will ever happen. I think this is the new norm. But I'm keeping myself busy. Before, when I had my old schedule, I'm jumping from this place to the next place, from shoot to shoot, from taping to taping. So finding time to be with family and to give time for myself and to working out, it was hard. Now I have so much time. So
like what to do? You know what I mean?
Actually before, because of that schedule, I developed muscle imbalance because you can only, do quick workouts, and I wasn't able to balance it. And I was feeling pain in certain areas because of muscle imbalance. So now during this time, I've been able to focus on balancing my body out so that, I can lose the back pain. I just don't want to admit that we're aging, but it's it's I have a lot of muscle imbalance. So I have a lot of time. I'm doing yoga, which is not just good for your body, it's good for you mental, and that's where I want to stress on. Mental strength is something that I really needed to work on. And during the quarantine, I think I've become mentally stronger and healthier. So guys, there's lots of things that we can do. it's just hindi lang tayo sanay because always so busy before with our past lives, with our work, going out. There's a lot of things we can do at home. You know, work out, cook, but I'll leave that one out because I'm.
How is your cooking? How is your? I mean, how are your meals now?
One thing.
Are you just drinking protein shake?
I went to college in the States. No, that's bad. You have to. I eat real food. You know, I went to college in the U.S., so I was an expert at frying stuff.
Hey.
You know, or making a or making a cheese sandwich with my iron.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
I'll make
Wow.
plancha.
Really?
Okay, MacGyver.
Diba? But yeah, I'm no good in the kitchen. It's disastrous for me unless I'm making coffee. You
Oh.
know? Yeah.
What?
So, but the best thing about this quarantine is the conversation. I'm not with my family because my family are in Tagaytay, you know. But I have quality conversations now with my family. Unlike before, you know, I'll always greet my mom and my dad, tell them I love them. But it's more of like it becomes a hi hello kind of thing, and now we have quality conversations, and that's what I love. And I'm being able to catch up with the people I love, that because of my busy schedule, you know, I get to see them every now and then. I never forget about them. But am I 100% there actually when I'm talking to them or when I'm with them? No, and I realize the conversations that we have now,
It's a lot.
oh,
It's a lot.
mas malalim. Mas malalim
yeah.
at galing gets.
What are the
And
things that
that's
you
the
learn from your mom and dad now about your mom and dad? And you know, what are the things, if you could share, that you discovered with the long conversations with them?
You know, I really feel I know my parents love me, but during this quarantine, I really, really felt it. The first part of the quarantine, nagkasakit ako. May asthma kasi ako eh. And I guess it was triggered by the anxiety. You know, you feel, oh my God, do I have the symptoms? That was the toughest part, right? I think we've gone through the toughest part already, which is like the first quarter of our quarantine.
Yung takot na takot lahat pag may umubo.
Oh, meron
lahat. Diba? It's
Yeah,
a paranoia. It's a paranoia.
Yeah, paranoia talaga. And anyway, I was having difficulty breathing, so I couldn't buy my medication here I live in Alabang, so I couldn't get it here. The drugstores were out of my medication. And my mom said that they can buy it in Tagaytay and send the driver. When the driver came, it was my father. My father made sure I got the medication, and he's 77, so he's really prone to, you know, the virus. But
he really went all the way.
Yeah, wala siyang pakialam, and he went and gave it to me. But it was so hard. I posted nga on my Instagram where I got kind of emotional and started tearing up and crying because I couldn't even hold him or touch him, you know. So. Oh man, that was tough. But every day we have really great conversations, and I really feel more the love of my parents towards me and towards the other siblings in the family.
Wow.
That's such a strong statement because it's so true right now, Derek. You know, like even friends that, you know, when we had our quote unquote freedom, we would be like, yeah, we'll catch up with you, or yeah, let's get coffee.
Yeah.
And it never happens, right? But
correct.
Thank you. It's so heartwarming to receive texts or messages from friends like, hey, how are you? And more often than not, like you update each other or you just check on each other. And you're right. It really is about quality time right now. And it's a great way to rebuild relationships that we either took for granted or set aside because we were so busy with our own life. And this thing has really brought a new sense of, how do you say, like companionship, not just with like or your loved one, but even with friends.
Yeah, I mean, before the quarantine, could you guys tell me when was your last time that you were on the phone for like an hour or two with your friends. Like when you were in high school, remember?
Yeah, high school. You're probably like, hey. Oh, totoo yan. Totoo yan.
Diba?
True.
And now, you know, we have the benefits of technology. We can do like this Zoom calls and stuff like that. I was talking to a bunch of friends of mine back from year 2000. And we didn't realize we were talking for 3 hours, just reminiscing. You know, it's cool. Like you said, Karla, even when you do say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna meet you. Let's have a coffee," and then when you actually get to set time aside to meet your friend for coffee, the conversation is so quick, and it's like because you have to go run off and do something else, right? But like now, you get those quality conversations with the people you love and the people important to you, and that's. You know, that's one of the positives I've seen during this quarantine.
Galing. I mean, one of the things, you know, for those who are tuning in, we're live here on Monster RX93.1. We got Derek Ramsay from his house. He is joining us for Fantastic Friday. You did mention about body imbalance and working out. So is it safe to say na mas bata ka ngayon kesa dati, you know, than before? Your body goals, man. You know, your workout goals, dude.
I never work out for vanity reasons. So I don't work out so that you can see my six pack or, you know, I work out for my well-being and so that I can compete in the sports that I do. And it's tougher now when you're getting up there, you know. I'm in my 40s, so these young bloods, it's just natural to them, right? And you know, you got to work harder to keep up with these kids. So I work out for that, and it makes me feel better. You know, if the six pack or the 8-pack comes out, that's, I guess, a bonus. But just because you have a 6-pack doesn't mean that you're athletic. There are guys out there that their 6-packs are really, really, you know, their core is really, really strong, but you don't see their 6-pack because there's extra layers of fat above it.
I feel you, bro. You know,
these guys are strong, athletic. You know, because there are different ways to try and get your 6-pack to show, and some guys cheat by water retention and stuff like that. Or you know, there's no shortcuts. You just have to really work out. But for me, my workouts are more to be explosive and for me to use in my sports. But during my tough schedule, yung mga workouts na ginagawa ko were quick workouts, which are great, but I wasn't able to focus on certain areas, so my muscles started pulling.
In some areas that are weak, it gives out, man.
So let's say like your lower back, you could have pain caused by your hamstrings. It could be from your hip flexors. Many things can contribute to back pain, but mostly people think it's mahigpit yung hamstrings ko. Actually, sometimes your hamstrings could be tight because your lower back is pulling your hamstrings. So that's what I've been working on during the quarantine, to try and balance everything out and stretching certain muscles that weren't being stretched, and doing athletic exercises. Kasi if you just keep lifting weights, you're gonna start moving like a robot.
Oh yeah, so, the heavy, bigat sa katawan nun, man, when it comes
diba?
to... Yeah.
Oo, you look good, pero man, para ka naman robot gumalaw.
Bravo, you know, diba?
Yeah, ganon.
I was gonna say, that's so interesting because, you know, people think like you, Derek, you're a celebrity, you're an actor, you know, you're fit, you're ripped, you're jacked. What do guys say? Words. Anyway, so they would think like, oh yeah, he works out to maintain that physique to look good, whether it be on camera or for ads. But it's so interesting that for you, it's really so much more than that. And that's so nice to know that for you, it's more of being fit, the fittest you can be, staying healthy. And then how nice what you said, that if the 6-pack, the 8-pack comes, then that's just a bonus. That's such a nice way to put it for those that might feel pressured. You know, na parang like, no, I have to have abs, I have to have nice arms or whatever. That's why I work out. But you're saying, no, you should work out for the health benefits of it, not just to look.
Correct. I mean, I mean, probably going to go to the next topic that I was going to bring up is, vanity is at the highest level right now in our world.
With IG
Dude.
and everything, man. I mean, that's challenging, dude.
It's unreal, but guys, work out to stay healthy. If you're healthy, you feel good, you'll look good. You know, if you have a six-pack but you're not healthy, you're not gonna look good. I mean, guys, that's not what's important. What's important is that you feel healthy and you feel great about yourself. You know, going back to the workouts that I do. For me as an actor, just because you have a great body doesn't make you a great actor. And just because being buff won't search certain roles, and if there's a role that I want to do, I have to adjust to that. Actually, sometimes I can't land certain roles because I'm too buff or I'm too jacked, whatever words you want to call it. Right?
Too beastly of a man.
Ayoko naman, we have too much talent in this country sa showbiz side na parang kailangan maganda katawan to land jobs. I think those days are over. We have so many talented actors and actresses out there. You don't have to have that curvy, sexy body, parang or the abs to land certain roles. I think that's wrong. I mean, you can see that in Hollywood, right? Like, what's his name? He was super jacked when he played Batman, but then when he played that other role, he lost like 60 pounds.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, and that's why he won best actor, right? He won best actor, beating Leonardo. When I think that was the legit year Leonardo
he won. Yeah, true.
Nakatapat niya lang si Christian Bale. So the following year he got it, which I don't think. I'm sorry for the Leonardo DiCaprio fans. I don't think he deserved it for. I think it was The Revenant.
Yeah, The Revenant was the year. Yeah, it could have been the one before that. True.
Great for Wall Street.
Yeah,
I mean, he was amazing in Wall Street, but unfortunately, nakatapat niya si Christian Bale, and the following year, it should have gone to what's his face, the guy who did Split.
Oh,
James McAvoy.
Yeah, James McAvoy. Yeah, James McAvoy.
Dude, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
man, that guy was amazing.
He's like 20, guys.
Right?
It's like, dude.
Dude. I don't know if I could be able to get out of that. Like, I'd go nuts.
Would you play a role like that? Like multiple personality? Would you do a role like that?
Yeah, I'd love to. That would be a big challenge, but it would also be a scare because how do you snap out of that? As much into so many different emotions, different characters. Dude, I mean, but that would be a test. I'd love to try something like that. And it really annoyed me that he didn't get it, but I was also happy because I'm a DiCaprio fan, and he deserved getting a Best Actor, but not just then.
Yeah, true. Everybody got their timing. For those tuning in, we have Derek Ramsay is joining us. If you have questions, do send them in. We'll go through some fan questions, Karla. Right now, go ahead.
All right, we got a couple of questions.
Sure.
Instagram. Derek, first question. What is your biggest pet peeve? What can't you stand?
Ooh, I can't stand racism. I hate that, actually. And ever since I was a little boy, everyone knows I'm a halfie, right? I'm half British, half Filipino. So I'm lucky to see both sides of the world. And it just annoys the hell out of me that there are, it still exists. I went to boarding school, and I didn't experience it much towards me because I was an athlete. It's so weird. I can never wrap my mind around this. Kapag athlete ka, parang it doesn't matter kung anong race ka.
Actually.
Diba? Parang tanggap ka. But the other Asian kids that were in my dorm, this was in the UK, were experiencing racism, and I felt so sad for them. And I got into a lot of fist fights because of it. And some of them were even towards my teammates on the rugby team, on the water polo team. Suntukan talaga. And I'd be in trouble a lot. But because of that, I became a prefect sa dorm ko. So I became the kuya na pagtanggol ng mga Asian brothers. So I don't like... I really can't stand racism.
Wow.
Cool.
That's a really deep one.
And also, anti-piracy.
Oh, wait. Or
Anti-piracy.
Oo.
Can't stand that.
Pare,
police.
pulis ako.
Oh. Ingat ka daw.
Minsan, mais ako.
Somebody nga commented on Facebook.
Until this day, hindi ko alam sino ba talaga nakatapak ng kamatis, ako o yung hinahabol ko o yung kasama ko sa likod. Hindi ko alam sino.
Oh my God! I was gonna say somebody commented nga on Facebook like, Derek, why are you at home? Di ba frontliner ka? Di ba police ka? Why daw are you at home? Police ka daw. You have to chase people. You have to chase the people who are pirating movies. Next question. We're talking about working out. Someone wants to know, are there days na hindi ka motivated? Or are there days na you're lazy so you won't work out? Or do you work out talaga all the time?
No, you need rest, no? But days that you're not motivated, energy levels are low, tamad. Actually, most of the time. And the thing is, the key to living a healthy lifestyle, the hardest part about, renewing or reinventing yourself and your body, is actually getting past that wall. Yan yung pinakamahirap. Hindi yung how much weight you lift, the pain that you feel, or yung pagod na nararamdaman mo. That's the easy part. Yung mahirap is getting your butt off the couch, the bed, and actually starting it. The key to this, guys, is consistency. Kahit anong exercise, kahit anong program, it will work if consistent ka. There isn't no magic pill, there is no magic program that's going to get you in shape. Consistency will. So, if you consistently work out 5 minutes every day, you will see results. It might not be as fast as if you work out 10, 15 minutes a day. I only work out 15 minutes a day.
Really?
Yeah, but straight hardcore. Like
you do like the rowing machine and everything, right? You got like a rowing machine.
Yeah, I change it up. Some days HIIT, some days it's strengthening, but I don't work out more than 20 minutes. It's 15 to 20 minutes.
At high intensity.
And it's a quality workout. And you'll be burning calories throughout the entire day. And then after your workout, kumain kayo, please. Don't starve yourself. You're just going to cause damage to your body. That's our fuel. We need food for energy. We need food to strengthen ourselves, and we need food to rebuild our muscles. Kasi kapag nag-workout tayo, pinupunit natin yung mga muscles. So we need protein to repair those muscles, right? And a lot of people starve themselves. Sa umpisa you'll lose weight, and then you'll peak, and then you'll see bakit ang dami kong mga loose parts na may taba. Because your body is in survival mode. It's saying, oh my God, I'm not getting any nutrition. So I have to store fat to survive. And when you start storing fat, that's a problem.
Okay, so I'm on survival mode right now. So I've been on survival mode for a long time. But
Target ka.
Grabe, Derek, natahimik ka ako dito kasi nararamdaman ko lahat na sinasabi mo. Oh my God.
No, man, it's bad to starve yourself. There's this intermittent fasting that works, but you can only do it for so long, diba? You can't have that as your diet for I don't know how long you're supposed to practice that if you want to lose weight. But guys, for me, it's hard work and consistency, man. That's the best way to lose weight. Even if you don't lose weight, but you start feeling good about yourself, diba? It's a no-brainer.
Sure.
Yeah, I've gained weight during the quarantine, but that's more of muscle weight.
Mm.
But I feel great. You know, my six pack might be not as cut because I'm not getting to do my sports.
Mm.
But the important thing for me is I feel great. I feel strong, diba? Kung hindi nakalabas yan, that's okay with me. Look at Manny Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
When you see Manny Pacquiao enter the ring, diba? He looks like he's in shape, pero it's not ripped.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi healthy yun eh.
Oh.
Diba? But then after 3 rounds, pag nagalit na yung mga muscles, kasi matured na yung muscles ni Manny, right? Konting workout lang, galit na. So, yun yung healthy type of body that you want to have. Na parang, you don't want to walk around ripped the entire day. That's not good.
See, I told you, Karla. That's
good, not healthy.
You know? Being ripped all day, not good.
Yeah, but it's also, but bro, it's not also good if you do 10 rounds of boxing and still nothing's changed.
Well, yeah, on that. But, you know, speaking of boxing, he met, one of the things I noticed, he met Mayweather.
Really?
Oh, guys.
He met Floyd.
Oh, guys, I have a funny story for you. I was in LA and I came from a night out with my manager and some friends. And it was at Hollywood Hotel. So, pagdating namin sa hotel, puro blue. Lamborghinis, all these sports cars, all one color. I was like, okay, somebody's got to be here. I wonder who it is. And then I saw somebody with may jacket, TMT, the money team. And I see this little guy leaning against the wall with 2 girls. And then 2 like 6'8", 6'9" bouncers. It's so funny that these guys are protecting such a little guy. And I was a little bit buzzed. And I go, hey, champ! I yelled out, hey, champ, can I get a picture? And the 6'9" guy starts, pushing me away. And I was like, whatever, dude. I go, Manny Pacquiao will kick your butt. I don't know what words I can't say on air, but that wasn't what but yeah. I was like, Manny Pacquiao will kick your butt. And then my manager's so funny. Yeah, we're friends of Manny. I was like, oh my God. And then it really nakuha namin yung attention niya. Like, hey, you're fans of Manny? Come here. So nagpa-picture kami and we took a picture. I think you saw it, right, bro?
Yeah.
Like and then I posted it and I said, hey, Manny, let me kick his butt.
Yeah, dude. So that was the first question I asked Derek. I'm like, how big was his hand? Because remember when you were doing, I think it was when you were a superhero. Kasi kidlat? What's your...
I have pretty big fists and I'm much taller than him. And his fists, siguro, puro kalyo na yun diba? From all the punching. But when I shook his hand, you could really feel the power in his hand.
Because let Manny feel this.
Say that they shouted at Mayweather and got a picture to put and spoke about one of his biggest rivals, if not the biggest rival, and lived to tell the tale. Derek, you are ballsy, man. You are.
Those were the times where it was at its peak, where the Manny against
the hype, the whole hype when they're building it, right? And
Mayweather, he planned it well. He didn't fight Manny at Manny's peak.
Yeah,
he was, and everyone was calling him out for it. It was years after he got the fight, he took the fight because Manny was, persistent. Now let's fight. Let's do this. So
Manny's a boxer now. He has a different style that he's doing now. He's less cautious. I mean, he's more cautious now than before, right? I mean, now
bro, you have to evolve. Like I said earlier, these kids, the athletes are getting younger, stronger, better, because they have so much access to information, right? And they can learn from all these brilliant athletes. So the athletes are just going to get better and better and better. Just because the world has gotten smaller, and you can scout your opponent, you can learn from your opponent just by watching stuff on social media, on YouTube. So it's impossible not to get better.
All Out with Rico and Karla. All Out music and all out fun. Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on Manila's hottest Monster RX93.1.